Most important MCQs for the post of vaccinator BPS 6. Question number 1. EPI stands for Extended Program of Immunization, Expanded Program on Immunization, Essential Program of Inoculation, or Extended Polio Immunization. The correct answer is B. Expanded Program on Immunization. EPI stands for Extended Program on Immunization. It was launched in Pakistan in 1978 under WHO UNICEF guidance to protect children from vaccine preventable diseases. Question number 2. EPI was launched in Pakistan in which year? 1974, 1976, 1978, 1980. The correct answer is 1978. Pakistan launched the expanded program on immunization in 1978. It is managed by the Ministry of National Health Services. Question number 3. Which international organization started EPI globally? UNICEF only, WHO only, WHO and UNICEF, or World Bank? The correct answer is WHO and UNICEF. EPI was started globally by the World Health Organization in 1974. UNICEF is a key partner in providing vaccines and support to national EPI programs. Question number 4. How many diseases does Pakistan's EPI currently protect against? 8, 10, 12, or 14? The correct answer is 12. Pakistan's EPI currently protects children against 12 vaccine preventable diseases including polio, TB, diphtheria, tetanus, whooping cough, hepatitis B, measles, pneumonia, and others. Question number 5. The target age group for EPI vaccination is 0 to 2 years, 0 to 5 years, 0 to 23 months, under 2 years, or 0 to 12 months only. The correct answer is 0 to 23 months, under 2 years. EPI primarily targets children from birth to 23 months, under 2 years. For the full schedule, tetanus vaccine is also given to women of childbearing age. Question number 6. Which vaccine is given at birth within 24 hours? DPT only, BCG and hepatitis B birth dose, OPV only, or measles only? The correct answer is BCG and hepatitis B birth dose. BCG, which is against TB, and hepatitis B birth doses are given within 24 hours of birth. OPV is also given at birth in Pakistan. Question number 7. BCG vaccine protects against measles, polio, tuberculosis, or hepatitis B. The correct answer is TB or tuberculosis. BCG, the full form of BCG is Bacillus calmette guerin vaccine, protects against tuberculosis, especially severe forms like TB meningitis in children. Question number 8. OPV stands for oral polio vaccine, original polio vaccination, optional polio virus, oral pertussis vaccine. The correct answer is oral polio vaccine. OPV stands for oral polio vaccine. It is a live attenuated vaccine given by mouth orally in drops. Pakistan uses OPV in the routine EPI schedule and polio campaigns. Question number 9. IPV stands for inactive polio vaccine, inactivated polio vaccine, injectable pertussis vaccine, internal polio virus. The correct answer is inactivated polio vaccine. IPV stands for inactivated polio vaccine. It is given by injection and provides stronger immunity. Pakistan added IPV to the EPI schedule in 2015. Question number 10. DPT vaccine protects against which three diseases? Diarrhea, polio, tetanus. Diphtheria, pertussis, or tetanus. Diphtheria, polio, typhoid. Dengue, pertussis, or tuberculosis. The correct answer is diphtheria, pertussis, which is also known as whooping cough, tetanus. DPT vaccine protects against these three diseases, diphtheria, pertussis, and tetanus. In Pakistan, penta vaccine, DPT, hepatitis B, and HIV is now used instead of DPT alone. Question number 11. Penta vaccine, pentavalent, protects against how many diseases? 3, 4, 5, or 6? The correct answer is 5 diseases. Pentavalent vaccine protects against 5 diseases: diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus, hepatitis B, and Haemophilus influenza type B, which causes pneumonia and meningitis. Question number 12. At what age is the first dose of penta vaccine given? At birth, 6 weeks, 1.5 months, 3 months, or 6 months? The correct answer is 6 weeks or 1.5 months. The first dose of pentavalent Penta 1 vaccine is given at 6 weeks of age, Penta 2 at 10 weeks, and Penta 3 at 14 weeks. Question number 13. Measles vaccine is given at 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, or 15 months. The correct answer is 9 months. The first dose of measles vaccine is given at 9 months of age. A second dose MR measles rubella is given at 15 months in Pakistan's EPI schedule. Question number 14. MR vaccine protects against measles and rotavirus, meningitis and rubella, measles and rubella, or mumps and rubella. The correct answer is measles and rubella. MR vaccine protects against measles and rubella, which is also known as German measles. It replaced the single measles vaccine in Pakistan's EPI schedule. Question number 15. Hepatitis B birth dose should be given within 6 hours of birth, 12 hours of birth, 24 hours of birth, 48 hours of birth. The correct answer is 24 hours of birth. Hepatitis B birth dose must be given within 24 hours of birth to prevent mother to child transmission of hepatitis B virus. Question number 16. PCV vaccines protects against polio, pneumonia, pneumococcal disease, pertussis, or parvovirus. The correct answer is pneumonia, pneumococcal disease. PCV pneumococcal conjugate vaccine protects against Streptococcus pneumonia, which causes pneumonia, meningitis, and ear infections, added to Pakistan EPI in 2012. Question number 17. Rotavirus vaccine protects against respiratory infection, rabies, severe diarrhea in children, rubella. The correct answer is severe diarrhea in children. Rotavirus vaccine protects against rotavirus, the leading cause of severe diarrhea and dehydration in children under 5 years, added to Pakistan EPI in 2016. Question number 18. TT vaccine tetanus toxoid is given to only newborn babies, only school children, women of childbearing age 15 to 49 years, only pregnant women. The correct answer is women of childbearing age 15 to 49 years. TT vaccine is given to women of childbearing age 15 to 49 years to protect against maternal and neonatal tetanus. It also protects the newborn through maternal antibodies. Question number 19. How many doses of TT vaccine are given to a pregnant woman who has never been vaccinated? 1 dose, 2 doses, 3 doses, or 5 doses? The correct answer is 2 doses. A pregnant woman with no previous TT vaccination receives TT1 at first contact and TT2 at least 4 weeks later. Full protection requires 5 doses over a lifetime. Question number 20. Which vaccine is given by intradermal route? OPV, measles, BCG, or hepatitis B? The correct answer is BCG. BCG vaccine is given by intradermal injection just under the skin surface in the upper left arm. A small raised bleb forms when correctly given. Question number 21. Cold chain refers to a chain of hospitals system to keep vaccines at correct temperature from manufacturer to use, distribution of medicine in cold weather, refrigerator maintenance system. The correct answer is system to keep vaccine at correct temperature from manufacturer to use. Cold chain is the system of storage and distribution that maintains vaccines that requires temperature usually 2 degrees centigrade to 8 degrees centigrade from manufacturer to patient to ensure vaccine potency. Question number 22. The recommended temperature for storing vaccine at healthy facility level is 0 degree centigrade to 4, 2 to 8, 15 to minus 25 degree, 8 to 15 degree centigrade. The correct answer is 2 degree centigrade to 8 degree centigrade. Most EPI vaccines should be stored at 2 to 8 degrees centigrade at the healthy facility level, like in ice line refrigerators or domestic refrigerators. OPV is stored frozen at national provincial level. Question number 23. OPV oral polio vaccine should be stored at 2 to 8 degrees centigrade, room temperature minus 15 to minus 25 degrees centigrade, 4 to 10 degrees centigrade. The correct answer is minus 15 to 25 degrees centigrade. OPV is a free sensitive weight. OPV is a live vaccine that must be stored frozen at minus 15 degrees centigrade to minus 25 degrees centigrade at national and provincial level, and 2 to 8 degrees centigrade at district or facility level. Question number 24. VVM stands for Vaccine Volume Monitor, Vaccine Vial Monitor, Viral Vaccine Marker, Vial Volume Measurement. The correct answer is Vaccine Vial Monitor. VVM is a heat sensitive label on vaccine vials that changes color when vaccines have been exposed to too much heat, helping workers detect damaged vaccines. Question number 25. What does a VVM tell you? Expiry date of vaccine, whether vaccine has been exposed to too much heat, number of doses in the vial, types of vaccine. The correct answer is B. Whether vaccine has been exposed to too much heat. VVM monitors cumulative heat exposure when the inner square becomes darker than the outer circle. The vaccine should not be used as it may have lost potency. Question number 26. Which vaccines are sensitive to freezing and must never be frozen? OPV and BCG, DPT, hepatitis B, TT, Penta, PCV, measles and MR, OPV and measles. The correct answer is DPT, hepatitis B, TT, Penta, PCV. Freeze sensitive vaccines include all of these. Freezing destroy these vaccines. They must be stored at 2 to 8 degrees centigrade, never below 0 degrees centigrade. Question number 27. Which vaccine can be stored frozen? Hepatitis B and TT, Penta and PCV, OPV, BCG, measles and MR, DPT and IPV. The correct answer is OPV, BCG, measles, MR. Freeze tolerant, heat sensitive vaccines that can be stored frozen include OPV, BCG, measles, and MR vaccine. These are live vaccines that require cold or frozen storage. Question number 28. The shake test is used to detect potency of live vaccine, whether freeze sensitive vaccines have been damaged by freezing, presence of bacteria in vaccine, expiry of vaccine. The correct answer is whether freeze sensitive vaccines have been damaged by freezing. The shake test is done on freeze sensitive vaccine DPT, hepatitis B, TT, Penta. A frozen control vial is compared to the test vial. If both settle at same rate, the vaccine is damaged. Question number 29. An ice-lined refrigerator is used for storing food for vaccinators, keeping vaccines cold even during power failure, making ice for campaigns, transporting vaccines. The correct answer is keeping vaccines cold even during power failure. Ice-lined refrigerators have ice lining around the walls that keeps vaccine cold for 12 to 24 hours during power failure. They are standard at district or tehsil level EPI stores. Question number 30. A vaccine carrier should be packed with ice packs that are freshly made, still partly liquid, fully conditioned, slightly thawed or sweating, completely dry, warm water packs. The correct answer is fully conditioned, slightly thawed or sweating. Ice packs should be conditioned, allowed to warm slightly until water appears on surface before placing freeze-sensitive vaccine. This prevents freezing of vaccines during transport. Question number 31. BCG vaccine is given by which route? Oral, subcutaneous, intradermal, or intramuscular? The correct answer is intradermal. BCG is given intradermally into the skin layer in the upper left arm. A small bleb raised bump of 5 to 7 millimeter should form after correct injection. Question number 32. OPV is given by which route? Intramuscular, subcutaneous, intradermal, oral, 2 drops in mouth. The correct answer is oral, 2 drops in mouth. OPV is given orally as 2 drops directly into the child's mouth. It is the easiest vaccine to administer and does not require injection. Question number 33. Penta, PCV, and IPV vaccines are given by which route? Oral, intradermal, intramuscular, or subcutaneous? The correct answer is intramuscular. Pentavalent PCV, IPV, hepatitis B, and TTV vaccines are given intramuscularly in infants. The preferred site is the outer thigh, anterolateral thigh. Question number 34. Measles vaccine is given by which route? Oral, intradermal, intramuscular, or subcutaneous? The correct answer is subcutaneous. The correct answer is intramuscular. Measles vaccine is given by which route? Oral, intradermal, intramuscular, or subcutaneous? The correct answer is subcutaneous. Measles vaccine and MR vaccine is given subcutaneously under the skin, usually in the outer upper arm or outer thigh in infants. Question number 35. The preferred injection site for IM intramuscular vaccines in infant is buttocks or gluteal, upper arm or deltoid, outer thigh, anterolateral thigh, or abdomen. The correct answer is outer thigh and anterolateral thigh. In infants, the anterolateral outer thigh is the preferred IM injection site. The buttock is avoided due to risk of sciatic nerve injury and poor immune response. Question number 36. The dose of OPV given to a child is 1 drop, 2 drops, 3 drops, 5 drops. The correct answer is 2 drops. OPV is given as 2 drops orally into the child's mouth. This provides immunity against all 3 strains of poliovirus. Question number 37. If a child vomits or spit out OPV within 10 minutes, what should you do? Skip the dose, redose immediately, give no next dose after 1 week, give IPV instead. The correct answer is redose immediately. If a child vomits or spit out OPV within 10 minutes of administration, a replacement dose should be given immediately. If the child vomits again, count the dose as given. Question number 38. What is the correct needle size for BCG intradermal injection? 21 gauge or 1.5 inch, 23 gauge or 1 inch, 26 gauge or 0.5 inch short buell, 25 gauge or 2 inch. The correct answer is 26 gauge or 0.5 inch short bevel. BCG is given with a 26 gauge 10 millimeter or 0.5 inch short bevel needed intradermally. The short bevel helps deliver vaccine into the skin layers correctly. Question number 39. AEFI stands for Active Evaluation of Fever, Incident, Adverse Event Following Immunization, Annual EPI Feedback Index, Acute Epidermal Fever, Immunization. The correct answer is Adverse Event Following Immunization. Is any untoward medical occurrence after vaccination? All AEFIs must be reported to the EPI authorities for investigation and management. Question number 40. After BCG vaccination, a small bleb should be 2 to 3 millimeter, 5 to 7 millimeter, 10 to 12 millimeter, or 15 millimeter. The correct answer is 5 to 7 millimeter. A correctly administered BCG intradermal injection produces a small raised bleb bump of 5 to 7 millimeter. This confirms the vaccine was given intradermally and not subcutaneously. Question number 41. Poliovirus primarily affects liver, lungs, spinal cord, or kidneys. The correct answer is spinal cord. Poliovirus infects and destroys motor neurons in the spinal cord, causing irreversible paralysis. It mainly affects children under 5 years, hence also called infantile paralysis. Question number 42. Tetanus neonatorum is caused by Clostridium tetani toxin entering through unclean umbilical cord, viral infection after birth, lack of vitamin K, or birth asphyxia. The correct answer is Clostridium tetani toxin entering through unclean umbilical cord. So, neonatal tetanus occurs when Clostridium tetani spores enter through the umbilical cord stem. Due to unclean delivery practices, it is prevented by TT vaccination of mothers. Question number 43. Whooping cough, which is also called as Kali Khansi, is caused by Clostridium tetani, Corynebacterium diphtheria, Bordetella pertussis, Mycobacterium tuberculosis. The correct answer is Bordetella pertussis. Whooping cough is caused by Bordetella pertussis bacteria. It causes severe coughing spell followed by a whoop sound prevented by DPT or Penta vaccines. Question number 44. Diphtheria mainly affects which organ? Liver, throat and airways, kidneys, or brain? The correct answer is throat and airways. Diphtheria mainly affects the throat, forming a gray membrane that can block the airways, prevented by DPT Penta vaccines. Question number 45. Measles is also known as Huni Pet, Khasra, Kali Khansi, or Chichak. The correct answer is Khasra. Measles is also known as Khasra in Urdu or Punjabi. It is a highly contagious viral disease causing rush, fever, and can lead to pneumonia, brain damage, or death in children. Question number 46. Hepatitis B is mainly transmitted through mosquito bites, contaminated water, infected blood needles, and mother to child contaminated food. The correct answer is infected blood needles and mother to child. Hepatitis B is transmitted through infected blood, sharing needles, sexual contact, and from infected mother to baby during birth. The birth dose of hepatitis B vaccine prevents vertical transmission. Question number 47. TB, tuberculosis, primarily affects which organ? Liver, kidneys, lungs, brain. The correct answer is lungs. Tuberculosis primarily affects the lungs, pulmonary TB. BCG vaccine given at birth provides protection against severe TB, especially TB meningitis and miliary TB in children. Question number 48. Rubella during pregnancy can cause malaria in baby, congenital rubella syndrome, heart defects, blindness, deafness, jaundice in mother, premature birth only. The correct answer is congenital rubella syndrome, heart defects, blindness, deafness. Rubella infection in first trimester causes CRS, serious birth defect, including heart problems, blindness, deafness, and intellectual disability. MR vaccine prevent this. Question number 49. EPI vaccination session should be conducted only in hospitals. at fixed site A&D outreach sessions only during campaigns only for registered children. The correct answer is at fixed site and outreach session. EPI services are delivered through fixed health facilities A&D mobile or outreach session to reach children in remote areas. This two pronged approach improves coverage. Question number 50. What is the vaccination coverage target set by Pakistan EPI? 70%, 80%, 90%, or 95%? The correct answer is 95%. Pakistan EPI aims for at least 95% vaccination coverage for all antigens to achieve herd immunity and eliminate vaccine preventable diseases. Question number 51. Open vial policy allows multi-dose vaccine vials to be used only on the same day for up to 28 days if VVM is good, stored correctly and no contamination, for 7 days only if refrigerated below 0 degrees centigrade. The correct answer is B. For up to 28 days if VVM is good, stored correctly and no contamination. Open vial policy allows certain multi-dose vial to be used for up to 28 days if VVM is okay, stored at 2 to 8 degrees centigrade, cap is intact and not expired. Question number 52. Which of the following is not part of the EPI schedule in Pakistan? BCG, OPV, typhoid conjugate vaccine, cholera vaccine. The correct answer is cholera vaccine. Cholera vaccine is not part of Pakistan's routine EPI schedule. Pakistan's EPI includes BCG, OPV, IPV, Penta, PCV, Rota, measles, MR, TT, and typhoid conjugate vaccines. Question number 53. A child is considered fully immunized when given BCG only, received all EPI vaccines according to schedule before 2 years, given measles vaccines only, given 3 doses of OPV only. The correct answer is received all EPI vaccines according to schedule before 2 years. A child is fully immunized when all EPI vaccines have been given at correct ages before 2 years of age as per the National Immunization Schedule. Question number 54. Which disease we globally eradicated through vaccination? Polio, measles, smallpox, or tetanus? The correct answer is smallpox. Smallpox was the first and only human disease to be globally eradicated through vaccination. WHO declared it eradicated in 1980 through mass vaccination campaign. Thank you. Uh, for these notes in PDF form, comment below. Thank you.